Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Insanity here, and welcome to today's video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over a boss guide, and this is going to be how to farm the Agonizer 9000. Just before this video starts, please consider leaving a like if you did enjoy this video or if you found it informative, and also please subscribe if you are new. I do Borderlands content like this almost every single day, so please consider subscribing. I have a playlist on my channel called How to Borderlands for all your Borderlands needs and whatnot, and that link will be down in the description below. So the Agonizer 9000 is one of the main story bosses in the game. He is one of the tankiest bosses also in the game, right next to Grave Ward. It can be a pretty difficult farm, so I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to kill him. First things first, the Agonizer can be found in the Guts of Carnivora on Pandora. Just simply run the route I have on screen right now. You fight him in the main story mission called Blood Drive, so just make sure you have a corrosive weapon with you, like a Cutsman. I would highly recommend a corrosive Cutsman, actually. I do not have a video on that. I probably will end up making a video on that eventually, but I would highly go to get yourself a Cutsman really quickly. And once you make it to the boss fight, just jump right in and he can hit you with a few different attacks. One of his first main attacks is he can set the floor on fire, which is pretty easy to avoid. The floor will light up like orangey red, and you just got to make it to the part where it isn't lit up. It's pretty easy to dodge that one. He can also hit you with a weapon called the Tenderizer, which is pretty much a one-shot kill if it does hit you. Pretty much just like a meat tenderizer. It's just like a big hammer that he can use and slam you down on the ground. And this one, again, if you keep moving, is pretty easy to dodge. He also has a chainsaw that comes out of his mouth and he starts spinning around the stage. This one, you either gotta just duck under it or jump over it. If it's up high, duck. If it's down low, jump. It's pretty easy. And he can also shoot buzzsaw blades that home into your location. This is honestly sounds like it would be hard to dodge, but again, this is pretty easy to dodge. So his attacks are pretty basic, and all you really need to do, and with the Cutsman, actually, if you're playing on a lower Mayhem, I would highly recommend using a Cutsman. If you're playing on a higher Mayhem, I'm going to be going over what kind of strats you can use. But for the lower Mayhems with the Cutsman, I would highly recommend going to hit one of his sides and shooting the Cutsman through his sides, through his shoulder area, through the other side, because with the Cutsman's projectiles do not stop on impact. They keep passing through enemies, just like Boar did in Borderlands 2. So as the Cutsman passes through Agonizer, it will hit all of its hitboxes, and it will deal an insane amount of damage. Now, if you're playing on a higher Mayhem, the Cutsman does not scale to a Mayhem. That's why I'm saying this. If you're using a flak build, I would highly recommend combining the Pearl of Ineffable, I don't even know how to pronounce that, Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge and a Corrosive King's or Queen's Call. That's kind of what I used in this video with a fadeaway crit build. That's really the only way I really found out how to do this. If you guys have any suggestions on how to farm it on a higher Mayhem, I'm going to pin your comment down below. This is one of the longest boss fights in the game if you do play on a high Mayhem and you don't go in with a strat. So I would highly recommend going in with at least a bunch of corrosive weapons, and yeah. Also, if you do not kill him fast enough, he will give you a little grace period where you can't shoot him, but he won't hurt you, and you just refill on ammo. Once you make it through his main health bar, all you gotta do is shoot the iridium core in the center of his chest. And yeah, this thing is pretty frail, so you can shoot it with like 2 bullets and it will die. So yeah, that's pretty much it on how you can farm him and some strats I gave you on how to farm him. Biggest thing is a corrosive Cutsman, or if you're playing on a higher Mayhem and you're flak, compare the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge and a Corrosive King or Queen's Call, and you should be good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, as it does help this channel grow, and also subscribe if you are new. I do Borderlands content like this almost every single day, and yeah, it's been Insanity, and I'll see you all later.